An AEW star is ready for an in-ring return. Plus, we have an update on an NXT star call-up plans, and WWE Tag Team Champions of the past could be reuniting in AEW. It's all in the Cultaholic wrestling news right now. Oh, it's been a long old time since Thunder Rosa has stepped into an AEW ring proper. She hasn't competed since August of last year. Got sidelined with a back injury. She was meant to take time away for a brief period, which is why we had an interim champion. And then when we realized she was going to be away for longer than we thought, they just made it the regular champion. And we'll see you when we see you, Thunder. Yeah. Now, apart from a segment backstage before the launch of AEW Collision, we haven't seen her on telly at all. Doctors in July, though, said that Rosa should be good to return to action in 6 weeks. And I think we've got an idea of how and where she's going.
Yeah, so in a tweet, Thunder Rosa has not only declared she's good to come back to the ring, but we've also got an idea of who her first opponent could be. She said, "Everyone has questions. My answer is, I am ready. Stephanie Vaquer, for my respect and friendship, you are one of the best, and there is no greater respect than competing in the ring. That is immortality. All that remains to be resolved is when and where. In Mexico or in the United States, in AEW or in CMML. If you also want it to happen, tag my bosses."
Tag your Stephanie Vaquer, currently the reigning CMLL Women's World Champion, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions as well. She's primarily competed in CMLL, but she's also worked for Stardom, and she recently faced Mercedes Moné at the New Japan Strong Women's Title Tournament. So she's been getting around these two. There's a great photo that was also shared online of the two of them going face to face, and I think, you know what, Thunder Rosa's called her shot.
Yeah.
And they want to do more stuff with CMLL and AAA. They've already mentioned, we've talked a few times in the last week or so about this sort of tricky partnership that AEW are navigating. They've already won some favour in both camps, so who knows, this could be a thing that happens.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, because either on the CMML side there, we see Stephanie Vaquer, but also on the AEW side, if we do see Toni Storm picking that belt back up at Full Gear. Obviously, when Thunder Rosa vacated it, Toni Storm was the one to pick up that title and become the interim champion. So there could be something there as well.
NXT flavoured news. Cora Jade has been somewhat conspicuous by absence, and she stormed out of the locker room that while ago. Bodyslam.net give us an update.
Yeah, they said following Jade's latest post asking fans to stop asking for her return, Bodyslam.net asked around with NXT sources about Cora Jade's status amidst her hiatus. We were told that Jade has been absent from taping since she walked out on NXT during the August 1st edition of the show, and there has been no timetable for when she will return to the brand. We are also told that there has also been no word on a potential call-up to the main roster.
We all thought that's where this was going.
Yeah, I think she still needs a teeny bit more seasoning, perhaps in the promo department at least anyway. Because I remember when she turned heel and she came out, the promo wasn't all there. It felt like there could have been still a little bit more development on that side of things. So I think maybe a little bit more time to cook in NXT before moving up to the main roster isn't a bad thing at all.
Gas mark 5?
Gas mark 5.5.
Oh.
In between.
Will you preheat?
Yes, we'll preheat just to get the, I was going to say get the juices of the audience flowing again,
Could we put her in the air fryer and it would be quicker and healthier?
We could put her in the air fryer. It could be quicker and healthier. However, I want a big dirty burger. I don't know. Maybe it's better to let the juices gestate, I don't know.
You could, look, if
analogies.
We are ones for letting the juices gestate. We'll gestate no longer on this. Ronda Rousey's juices have been flowing, right? Stop it. She's written a book, and People magazine gave us a look at the cover and a bit about it. It's called Our Fight. Rousey says to People, "I've been silent the last few years because there was more to say than ever could be relayed in an interview. Our fight is everything I've wished I could fit into a headline, but just couldn't. My story, my words, all the answers I needed to give succinctly."
I'm interested to see what she's got to say. I'm always very interested when people are allowed to sort of go off the rails a little bit and sort of speak about their side of things and their perspective on things. So, yeah, I'm all the power to her for writing a book, and let's see what we've got, what tasty morsels we've got to come from it.
WWE are planning a big springtime, a big summer time as well in Europe. Not only did we talk in the previous video about WWE Backlash being penciled in for Paris, France. Just think of any more celebrities that could turn up.
Dawn French.
Dawn French,
She's
great
French.
shout. She's definitely French. But also, we spoke the day before, yesterday, about WWE's debut in Germany, Bash in Berlin.
Yeah.
Ludwig Kaiser spoke to WWE Deutsch following the announcement and said, "I'm so proud, not only about what we're currently doing, but for everyone who makes this possible and for the support. I see it every week online. I see it everywhere. Everyone is excited. Everyone's pumped for WWE. Next year, we're going to be rewarded with the first ever WWE PLE in Germany. I'm honestly very happy about this and very happy to see old and new faces. We'll see you there." Now, WWE Deutsch has been profiling Ludwig Kaiser on their socials. Now, obviously, as Ludwig Kaiser is WWE's only German star on the books, and I think maybe the only German champion
Perhaps.
that they've had, maybe, or one of the few German champions they've had. Is there maybe something where they've got plenty of time?
I think there could be, because on socials as well, there's a clip of Ludwig that it's like the house show circuit, and they're in Germany, and he's there. He's got the German flag, and he's waving it and everything, and all the crowd are like going mental for him. I think there's definitely something there to push him, perhaps towards like either an upper mid card match, or do we even throw him in like a main event of a WWE German premium live event?
Not if Gunter's on the card, we don't. I don't think.
He's Austrian though.
Yeah, but we know how WWE in geography works.
That's true.
They all just put Gunter in the main event.
Yeah.
Close enough. They definitely.
Gunter versus Ludwig Kaiser. One night only.
No, this is where Gunter kicks Ludwig out of Imperium.
Oh, Jesus criminy.
Ludwig beats Gunter.
But then do you still get the same kind? Well, that would be insane. But if you kicked him out, if you kicked Ludwig out of Imperium, would you still get the same reaction as you would obviously from sort of the German market?
It all depends on how you cook the brisket.
It's true.
In this case,
like the juices gestate.
The juices gestate once more. I hear what you're saying. Like, you're right. Gunter is Austrian, so I'm aware of that. But I know that WWE probably wouldn't let something like geographical distancing get in the way of a good story.
True. Yeah, that's very true.
I think if Gunter's winning a world title anywhere, it's probably at Bash in Berlin.
Oh, whoa there. Whoa, that's pretty exciting. Yeah, I can see it happening.
I predict Seth to lose the world title, win it back next year, and then lose it again to Gunter.
Oh, wow. Bloody
Putting
hell.
it out into the world.
I like it.
Letting it gestate. Let's end on some news regarding former WWE Tag Team Champions who could be reunited in AEW.
Oh, Chris Jericho is locked in a rivalry with Don Callis and Powerhouse Hobbs after being soundly beaten up by Hobbs on AEW TV. It was decisive, to say the least. In a sit-down interview with Renee Paquette, Jericho says that whilst Don Callis has a lot of family members, Chris Jericho has a lot of friends, some of which are even bigger than Powerhouse Hobbs. Jericho teases that it might be time to make a telephone call. Now, many have speculated that this will see Jericho reunite with his former WWE Tag Team Championship partner, Paul White. Jerry Show, as they were known, feuded with DX over the tag team titles in 2010 and had arguably the worst mashup music in the history of wrestling. It certainly was.
So that was a Friday night at 4:30 effort. That was.
It was, wasn't it?
That's
what should we do? We work together, dude.
The classic Friday office adage: sod it, that'll do. Together we can beat the Friday traffic.
What do you think it maybe like came from a Titantron mishap where they were like, oh, whose music do we play first? And they played them both at the same time and we're like, you know what? We're on to something.
You know what? I don't know music, but that works. Break the wall down, ring. Oh, it's horrible.
Anything to sort of utilize Paul White more, because it felt like they perhaps we're going to do that with the Captain Insano stuff, and then obviously we've got little bits here and there of him popping up, but nothing solid.
He was on
solid.
Ohio Valley Wrestling last week.
Oh yes, of course he was.
AEW becoming the second company to send the Big Show to OVW. It's with his theme music. I'm big, I'm big, I'm big, I'm big. I'm big, I'm big, I'm big. That's all I know from his theme music.
I like it.
I'm big. So, you know what? Give us Jericho. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? You know, AEW becoming like the land of the sprightly youngsters. Let's have a Jericho run.
Well, Jericho seems to be doing this kind of like nostalgic thing, I feel like, at the moment as well. And he has done it in AEW quite a few times at this point, sort of harkening back just to pieces of his history and his past. So why not?
Yeah,
why not?
Let's do it. And we'll have more wrestling news for you throughout the day, of course, at cultaholic.com. Keys.
I love you, bye.